And I go to the bedroom and I open the door, and he's just there on the bed in his birthday suit with a box of chocolates right here.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Mom's View. My name is Shahrzad, Angel, Kaylee, Katilette, and look, we have a special little treat. Look at that little nugget.
So cute.
Katilette, last time we saw him was Christmas. Now it's Valentine's Day. How's that little lover doing?
Well, he's like doubled, so he's much bigger, and he is doing really well. He actually sleeps through the night really well for me now. He wasn't at first, but he will like sleep from like 10 to 8 in the morning. Yay. And it's amazing, and I love you.
He just seems like such a great baby always.
He's pretty good, except for apparently he doesn't like to be on camera. He's starting to get fussy.
Like, what is happening right now?
There's lights.
Yeah.
He's really good. One other thing is his eyes are blue.
I saw that. Yeah.
And usually they come out like grayish blue, and then by this time they're kind of browned out a little bit, but they're still blue.
Maybe my baby will have brown eyes.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
That would be fun.
That would be fun. That would be fun. I know, I've always wanted one to have blue eyes, but not yet. But we might stay that way.
I know, I saw his eyes were so blue.
Yes.
He's got a nice amount of chunk on him.
It's hard not to reach over and squeeze those little cheeks.
I do all day long. And the girls squish his face all day long.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah, it's fun. We're loving
good.
it.
Well, we're so happy that you're here, and you're here, and you're here, and that he's here. And he's here, and he's here, and we're all here.
I think that's his cue. He's like, I'm done. I
Like
need to
these
go back to my
lights
training.
are hot.
Oh, bye,
Say bye. There you go. Bye-bye.
Oh, bye-bye.
Oh, I like her.
Oh, he's so cute. I just can't wait. Okay, so last week we talked about our love stories, first loves, breakups. Did I just say loves?
You
first
did love.
loves.
First love.
First, my first love. And this week, in honor of Valentine's Day, I want to hear all of your lovey-dovey, ooey-gooey stories. They can be funny. Kaylee's looking at me like,
I told mine.
you ain't getting anything.
Yours was gorgeous. You can't
I
top
know.
that.
You can't top that. That was a beautiful story. I was getting a little watery-eyed when I was hearing it. I was like, that's so
She
sweet.
was. I was looking at her face. That Casey.
Has he done anything since?
No.
She's like, right here. That's
No, but
it
do you
for
want to
me.
know what I'm doing this year?
Yes.
I mean, I want chocolate is what I want for Valentine's Day. So we got this thing in the mail for chocolate covered strawberries. I was like, here's the coupon for chocolate strawberries. Or we saw edible arrangements, and I was like, I would love an edible arrangement.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just want some chocolate.
That sounds good. Sometimes you
we'll
just
see
got
what
to
works.
tell the guy exactly what you want.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
We always
yeah,
have good Valentine's Days, but we usually spend them with the kids like we talked about,
Yeah.
which is great. I love it.
Yeah. Katilette, any crazy, funny, weird, whatever?
Oh, I feel like I have a lot of stories. I'm just trying to pick my brain for which one to tell. I remember Shay did a really fun thing when we were dating, and I don't believe it was for Valentine's Day, but it was for an occasion. I think we're going to a dance in college, and he was going to take me out to dinner, and we got all dressed up, and we went to his house, and he had made his own the table place setting and candlelight, and there was this roasted chicken that I'm sure he got at Albertsons or something, but it was on a platter, so it was he went to the effort to actually make our dinner, and it was really sweet.
Oh, that's
sweet.
good.
How sweet.
That just triggered a memory for me.
Okay,
I'm going to
good.
tell it before I forget it.
Get it, go.
When Casey and I were dating, he set up a Valentine's Day date with another couple, and he got a pizza shaped like a heart.
Oh,
Cute.
And we ate it at Grandma Lynette's house in their basement. I just remembered that.
That is so
Thanks
cute.
for
Wait,
triggering
they
that.
sell those? That's such a good idea.
I'm like, did
That's
he steal it or
totally
eat
something-
around it till it was shaped like a heart? Was it?
She's like, look what I did. They made them like that at the pizza
That
place.
is such
That's
a good
really
idea.
cute.
I would get that for Michael every single year. If anybody knows of a place that does that in LA,
Oh, there's gotta be.
let me know.
Yeah.
I will get that for him every year. Fondue schmondu. He wants pizza. Angel, I know you have a story.
Well, Valentine's, no, because we don't really do it up for Valentine's Day. We feel like Christmas just happened, so it's kind of like, who got money to spend? And my husband's birthday happens, and my husband always sets it out for Christmas. Like he usually lays down everything at Christmas. So it's like, why even try for Valentine's Day? And our first Christmas together as a couple, not even married, he had a living room full of things just for me. And we weren't even official boyfriend and girl. I mean, he had all these figurines that he knows I like to collect, this gorgeous watch, a painting, some other stuff. All I had was for him was a button up and some Krispy Kreme donuts. I felt so bad. I was just like, I am horrible. And then every 2 Christmas ago, he got me some diamonds, an iPad, and little iPod. An iPod.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, what is that? Mini. He got me a hand that I could touch. So that's when he that's when he does all his romantic stuff for
Christmas.
Yeah, Valentine's Day. I know he just went to the mall and grabbed something. Was like, can you fit it? It's never anything romantic at all.
My dad, I would have to call him on Valentine's Day and be like, Baba June, that's how you say dad in Farsi. I would be like, you have to bring mom some flowers. In his country, they don't celebrate that.
Really? Really?
It's not big in Iran. Valentine's Day is not one of their top holidays. But okay, so I have a story. I don't want you guys to hate me for saying this story, and I debated whether or not I was going to tell it. Okay, let me paint a little picture. So it was Valentine's Day. This is before Michael. And I'd been seeing this guy on and off for a few years, so he knew me pretty well. And he shows up to my house, and I'm living in an apartment, and I have roommates. And that's an important piece of the story. And he shows up with a box, and the box moves. And I open the box, and there's a freaking bunny in the box. And I open it up.
A bunny?
No cage, no food.
He just caught that thing on the side of the road.
I know. And I look at it, it's so cute, but I've never had a pet in my life. And everybody that knows me knows that, I've never had a pet, so how am I going to take care of a bunny?
Right.
And with no food, no cage, nothing. And then I remember and I have roommates. You can't just give somebody a pet when they have roommates. So you got to get permission from the people you're living with and stuff. So I've got this, bunny. I'm just like, oh my God, thank you. This is so awkward. I broke up with him the next day.
Oh my God, what did you do with him or the bunny?
Well, with the bunny, my sister was visiting me that weekend too, and I remember I had to be at work at 9 a.m. the next day. This was a Friday night. He drops off a bunny at 10 p.m. or something.
Oh my God, he was high.
So is it like when somebody gives you a ring, can you just give the bunny back when you break up?
I should have given it back, but I was in such shock because it was such a bad gift to give me. Somebody who doesn't know what to do with animals necessarily. And I remember I had no time to get a cage or food, so I put it in the bathtub. And my sister the next day had to go walking the streets of our neighborhood trying to find bunny food so I didn't come home to a dead bunny
in the tub. Yeah.
But he got dumped.
What happened to the bunny?
And just so everybody knows, the bunny lived a happy life because I took him to the homeless shelter for bunnies in Los Angeles.
Oh.
And he went on to have a plentiful
that means
bunny.
She got some fur muffs or something. The homeless shelter for bunnies.
No, I don't wear fur. No, I was just okay, this guy is he's cut next. Gotta go. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
That's a pretty bad gift, right?
He was on drugs. He was on
I
something.
could even see Easter maybe, you get a bunny, but Valentine's Day, what?
At 10 p.m.
With no cage and no food. Just a box with a live animal. That's just mean to the animal, too.
That is a random booty call is what that was. He's I'm going to bring a rabbit and get me some. She'll bounce on me. That is weird.
I remember my sister and I were just this is so awkward.
That is so weird.
Yeah, the bunny did go on to live a happy life and create little bunnies. I'm sure he's in bunny heaven probably now.
Is that right? Is that what you think?
That's what I think. But that's just my one Valentine's Day story where I'm that didn't go well. You really dropped the ball.
I think chocolates and flowers is awesome.
Thank you.
Not a bunny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. I know. And from his point of view, though, I was probably a total diva. Yeah, I got her a bunny and she dumped me. What a bitch,
Oh my God.
But I couldn't. I couldn't be with somebody who didn't know me after all that time. You know what I mean? So he had to go.
Apparently you didn't know him. He brought you a bunny.
Point. I probably was I wish there was a camera for that reaction of just what? This box is like moving.
Funny.
I think it's always good to do a handwritten card. Like if you're a guy and you're watching this, I think a handwritten card is always a safe bet, and flowers. And maybe something other than red roses. Like something a little different.
Like an edible arrangement.
She's like something she can eat. My husband did write me a poem one year, and it was gorgeous.
so cute.
He did. But he went out in the car and texted to me. He was like, "I'll be back." But it was a great poem. He did a good job. Yeah.
Okay, see, I don't want a poem.
Unless I can eat it off of fruit.
Right, unless it's dipped in chocolate.
Okay, so if you could have the most perfect Valentine's Day ever, what would it be, start to finish, if your man planned it for you? Or if you could just have the most perfect Valentine's Day? Anybody?
He kind of did it for our anniversary once.
Okay.
It was, I was pregnant and very emotional because I wasn't working. And he came home from work and he said, pack your bags for 4 days.
Oh, hearing those words already gets me excited.
I was like, really? I was like, wait, we're going somewhere? So excited. And I was like, are we going to Las Vegas? We end up going to Palm Springs.
Oh, fun.
For 4 days, he rented this. Actually, no, I think I might have already had my child. No, I had had my son.
Okay.
And I was emotional because I wasn't working. And he was like, pack for you and the baby. We went up to Palm Springs. He got our mothers to fly out. They took care of the boy while we were there.
He did good.
Oh, he done real good. Other than that it was 100 in hell in Palm Springs. It was so hot, but I didn't even care.
Yeah.
It was so nice, and it was just so good to get out of the city. So like that, I don't know how. Unless he took me out of the country, I don't know how he could top that.
That's a
because I didn't see it coming at all.
I love surprises.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Kaylee, perfect day. We know it'll include edible arrangements.
It would include not being pregnant. Not that I'm not so grateful to be pregnant, but it's just hard to feel like
Sexy Valentine's Day.
Yeah. I think though anything that Casey thought of doing would be perfect to me. To know like they take time to like put thought into it. That's why even a heart-shaped pizza would be perfect to me.
That is so cute.
But also I really love spending Valentine's Day with the kids too. Like I'll be like, oh, it's not really romantic, but I really do love it.
Yeah.
And Casey always, like I mentioned last week, that we get shrimp and we get lobster and we get salmon and all my favorite things. So anything with just a little thought.
Oh,
that's really
good.
sweet.
Yeah.
It's hard for me because I'm very traditional. Like I love the chocolates and flowers and dinner. Like I love that.
I do too.
And what one year, it wasn't for Valentine's, it was actually for my birthday. Shay totally surprised me, like more than I'd ever been surprised in my life. He said, okay, we're gonna go shopping and just get you some stuff for your birthday. I'm like, okay, cool. So we're driving out of our city and there were 2 places we go shopping. It's like, we didn't want to shop in our town because that's not fun. We've already been to all those stores. So we were either going to go to like Idaho Falls or Salt Lake.
Yeah.
Those were our options. And in my mind, Salt Lake was like way too far. We're not going to Salt Lake. So we're driving and he goes, hurry, pick one. Because there was like the fork in the road to go to either one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Salt Lake? No, I said Idaho Falls.
Yeah.
And he goes, nope, we're going to Salt Lake. Because he was like, he's really good at like, oh, whoops, that was an accident, So I'm like, we're really going to Salt Lake? So I was like, okay, here's this much bigger trip than we were planning. And his mom had the kids, so I was like, I hope that's okay. Anyway, so we get there and we go to the mall, we go shopping. And he's like, well, where do you want to go eat? I'm like, I like anywhere. He knows me. I'm just going to be like, wherever you want to go, honey. So we go to this Italian place and he hands me the menu. And I open up the menu and I see something sitting there in the menu. I'm like, what is that? And I picked it up, and it took me, I swear, I was looking at it for like 5 minutes. Like, what is this? And it was tickets to go see Phantom of the Opera in Salt Lake City. So it's like, I thought it was just an accident. We went to Salt Lake, and we just happened to pick this restaurant that he like put the thing in the menu, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. Most amazing gift ever. And it was in like,
sweet.
An hour after we ate, we just went to the opera.
That's awesome. Oh, he did
I would have showed out in that restaurant. It would have been.
That is so cute.
That's really cute.
Amazing.
I hope my husband watches this.
I know. I was going to say, Michael, that's so
That's
cute.
really cute.
I love that it took you like a while to process because it would. It would
My
be
name's on this. I don't get it.
I'd be like, somebody left their daggone tickets. We didn't take these to the concierge.
Don't tell anybody. Let's go. That is so sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, so would you relive a day like that then if you could do it all over again?
I would do. There was one other time. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm taking up all the.
No.
There was one other time that I loved, but it was very simple. So I don't know if you guys are into this, but I got home from work one day, and we were so poor. Like, we had no money. I was working at a restaurant, and it was just like, okay, my tip money's going to pay for the childcare, but we're still going to owe her because I didn't make enough in tips. You know, it was just like we were both really struggling, and I got home, and I like opened the door, and there's like hearts leading to the bedroom, like paper hearts. And I go to the bedroom, and I open the door, and he's just there on the bed in his birthday suit with a box of chocolates right here.
I love it. I love it.
And I was just like, this is hilarious and really thoughtful and awesome at the same time, because we were so poor. It was like, what is he going to do that's going to be sweet or thoughtful?
Yeah,
it was just like,
you can
this is
have
what you
me
get for
for
Valentine's.
I love that.
And it was just fun.
Aww.
So cute.
That's
so cute.
awesome.
So what's your perfect day?
Just picture you shake.
Sorry about that.
Don't do it. Stop. You gotta stop. You gotta cut it off before you get there. You knew what was
I
coming.
already pictured him. Sorry. I
my
just
fault.
pictured your
Sorry,
husband
honey.
naked.
Everyone watching.
As soon as she said hearts leading to the bedroom, I said cut it off. Cut off the visual. So your perfect day.
Perfect day. Well, actually, one year, and I would maybe relive a day like this. Well, we got to be in Thailand for Valentine's Day, which was awesome.
wow.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, we didn't plan, like, we didn't go to Thailand for Valentine's Day, but we were there for a few weeks, and then Valentine's Day fell on one of those. And in Thailand, like, you can light these, I don't know, like balloon thingies.
Like the lanterns that go up?
Yeah. So we like lit a bunch of those and watched them like go up in the air over the beach in Thailand. And we ended up meeting this really cool couple and had one of those like 4-hour dinners with this young, awesome couple from England, but they were also Italian. And it was just one of those perfect days with no plans. You know, it just everything kind of worked out. And I don't know, when you're in another country, it's always an adventure anyways. But I don't know if we'll be doing that this year. No, I'm happy. I like traditional stuff too. I'm pretty easy to please with Valentine's Day. Like for Michael and I, we've got, you know, he goes all out for Christmas, then Valentine's Day, our anniversary's next month. I'm like, you better be saving up for a push present. And then it's my birthday. So, you know, he's got a lot of stuff.
Just going to be a bro.
Yeah, I was joking with him. I'm like, you should just start saving your money now because there's a lot for the next 6 months. So no, Valentine's Day he gets to take it easy, and I like to do stuff for him. I would totally get a heart-shaped pizza. Like that's a great idea. I love that idea. But I like to chill, eat chocolates. You know, I don't like red roses, but I like flowers, and I just like to hang out. I haven't been in the mood to like go do a big thing, and I also don't like to go out to eat on Valentine's Day because it just seems
so crowded.
It is
and I
crazy
feel like
crowded.
the servers like are kind of angry, like they don't really want to be there. A lot of places do a set menu, so the food isn't like as good as it would be the night before or the night after. So that's that. But I always like the spa too. You can't go wrong with a massage.
You're right with that.
Okay, ladies, top most romantic thing that's ever happened. Your favorite love story. Go.
It's always Christmas. Christmas. Any
Sound like
Christmas with
Kaylee.
my husband is a good Christmas. It's a romantic Christmas.
All right.
When I got engaged on Valentine's Day.
Oh. I'd have to say the ones that I was just telling you. Those are
Birthday
the ones that
suit.
stick out in my mind, you know, like,
I'm sure they do stick out in your mind.
Angel.
I was hoping you would take something with that one. She set you up. Nice. It would be when I told Michael that I loved him first. It's been love ever since. Okay, so we have a little special treat for you guys. If you go to our Facebook page, which there will be a link below, you can create and share all these really cute little Valentine's Day cards. So you guys have to go and check that out. All right, you guys, that is it for our show. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We will be back next Thursday at 2. And just remember, you can always connect with us by using the hashtag TMVTalk. And also, we have a fun little clip that we're going to share with you that can also be found on our Facebook page. So check it out. Okay, thanks, guys. Bye.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Pregnancy problems. Eating for 2.